The forces of hip hop, epic storytelling metal come together. Throwback Thursday today. My name is Old School Nerd. Let's get into this.
It's time for reaction. Welcome in. Old School Nerd.
So what happens when you take a hip hop artist and you get together with a European metal band that, does epic symphonic metal with storytelling? Well, you get Within Temptation and Xzibit coming together for a song called And We Run. This was on Throwback Thursday. This one was a few years back. Hadn't really heard anything from Xzibit in pop culture here in the United States for a while. I know he had been off the local scene, the hip hop scene, kind of not necessarily popping charts or whatever. This is some sort of comeback collaboration he did with them, and everyone seems to love it. So let's check this out. The link to this amazing video will be in the description below. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe to my channel. My name is Old School Nerd, and check us out on oldschoolnerd.com. It's got all of our social media posts, the Patreon channel for those who want to help support us, and we appreciate every single one of you, and the merchandise store. There's a lot to say at one time. It really is. All right, here we go. Within Temptation, Sharon and the Boys with Xzibit. Let freedom reign. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Nelson Mandela. There's the man right there.
It burns into your heart, the darkness that you fear. You were never free, and you never realized. And love is a word you never heard. Your heart ain't cold 'cause it burns, a desire to leave the mind.
Okay, well, this just says everything about Within Temptation. Symphonic, it's powerful, it's the storytelling is up there. If you listen to the lyrics, it's going to tell you an amazing story. The visualizations are over the top. Them sitting there in this glorious sunrise full of color and light and life, and then you have Xzibit on the other side of this valley in a dystopian, industrial, everything is black and white. He's chained to this chair with all these hoses and connections, and the only thing that comes into his realm that has any color is a hummingbird, and immediately the machine itself takes all the color away from the hummingbird. And then of course it causes him to react violently. The visualization storytelling is half of this, right? The song is great, as always. But when you're talking about a band like Within Temptation, like with all those bands, Epica, Nightwish, Within Temptation, if you're not there for the storytelling aspect, you're going to find yourself going, well, this is pretty good. But, if you're into more heavier, you're into like Gojira, you're into, some of the harder, more elaborate musical bands, Within Temptation, Nightwish, and Epica will leave you going, oh, I want a little bit more. Well, if you're a person who loves storytelling and you're into the visualization and the experience, then you're not left wanting at all. That's what Within Temptation and the other bands are about. Epic storytelling. Come on. These groups that I'm talking about, Battle Beast, Amaranth, Within Temptation, Black Sarah, Epica, Nightwish, they are the quintessential storytelling bands in Europe. And they're awesome. It's an entire genre. Some people call it symphonic metal, some people call it epic metal, some people call it storytelling metal. Whatever way you want to look at it, when you're talking about a transition into the realm of fantasy, and at the same time you're talking about musical metal, tell a story, it really is in a class of its own. It's awesome.
I never lose hope, this is my time now. No time for tears, celebrate, put it in the air right now. Never back down, you can never wear my crown, cause they're way too much, and I crush every motherfucking thing I touch. This is love, I never loved so much. Get involved, make the world stand up. Give my life before I ever give up. Naming lights, you lost all my trust. Now it's time to face all of us. Get in line, cause they're calling us, and it feels so marvelous. Just take my hand and run.
Okay, I want to say something about Xzibit's part, okay? Now, as an American, hip-hop is in our culture, okay? And going all the way back to, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, and, even going all the way back into funk, George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic. Their hip-hop and rap and R&B and different functions, forms of culture, hip-hop culture, have expanded and developed in time. And I really think Within Temptation hit a home run on this one, because I could easily see someone like, you could see LL Cool J doing this. Xzibit is perfect for this. Coolio would also be another good one. But then there are some hip-hop artists who would not fit. Now, say this, do not take this the wrong way. When you're talking about P. Diddy, Snoop Dogg, Nelly, there are a lot of hip hop artists that are unique in their voice because it's hip hop style. It's more of a stylization, the way they spit bars. Because they'll have like a unique tag on their voice that really brings that hook. Remember, there's a lot of artists out there. There's a lot of hip hop artists out there that can throw out lyrics, vocabulary, spit bars. If you don't have a hook, something that makes you unique, an inflection in your voice, a type of rap you do, some kind of thing that makes you stand out, you're just running in the pack. You want to be the lead dog, right? When you're in hip hop. So Xzibit has such a straightforward delivery. It's aggressive. He steps up like it's straight up. There's no, he doesn't have like a little woo. It's more push and it's more straight up. When Xzibit's spitting bars, you're looking at him going, he means every word he says. He's ready to fight. He's ready to throw down. He's going to pick up his knuckles and we're going to go. Whereas some hip hop artists are very, they're very stylized. They're all about the, can they throw a hook in? Can they do something weird with their voice that makes them sound cool? Now, one of the best of all time is Snoop Dogg, because he has that smooth, laid back, almost like a whisper sound. Right? He's legit, don't get me wrong. Nobody's going to fuck with Snoop Dogg, but at the same time, for this storytelling, when you're trying to show, Sharon's doing this angelic vocal, light, color, and you need someone that's going to come in, show the core opposite. So instead of a high vocal that's beautiful up here, you want something that's straightforward, it's dark, aggressive, there's no shading, it's black and white. It's this or that. Xzibit is perfect. Really is a great collaboration. As far as there's a few other hip hop artists you could do this with. Coolio's one of those. LL Cool J, when they want to be just straightforward, they can do it. Xzibit is definitely one. Because there's no special, there is no unique little flowery pop off that makes them unique. Their uniqueness is the fact that they're raw, gritty. It works. Really, really good. I really like that. That's a great collaboration. Also, I want to say that I really feel like Xzibit could do this, not just in this genre, not just with this band and this experience. Xzibit is one of those artists, from a hip hop perspective, he's so genuine, so real. He could do it with any band. And not just this, he could do it with other genres as well within metal. So if you're a band like, he could do something with the Gojira. He could do something with a lot of other bands that are even darker. He could really put forth some other stuff. And his straightforward vocal styling, you could see him doing a duet with someone like, Battle Beast, just that, her styling, that power, and then he comes back and does power. It is a perfect matchup. Xzibit is so genuine in what he's doing. It's totally believable. You're not going to doubt it. You're not going to go off and say, oh, he's got this gimmick. No, there's no gimmick with Xzibit. There's not. Straightforward. This was pretty good. I like the Matrix theming was pretty obvious. I mean, he's caught in the machine. He breaks free. He's got all the little ports on his skin. Of course, you see the members of Within Temptation, all the band members in her. As you see the song, you see that they have ports too. So it's kind of like, it's almost like they sent the hummingbird, and the hummingbird triggered his release from the machine world. He's able to get out and step into the sun, step into the light, step into color, world beyond. So that's pretty cool. It's a good message. I still can't get over the fact that they took someone that's as real as Xzibit and brought him in, because they could have done collaborations with. Interesting. Just glad they went with somebody that's so expected, has a straightforward delivery, makes it work. I'm thinking about this, and I would really like to see Xzibit do more with other artists outside of hip hop and just bring it in. I mean, we've seen collaborations between metal and hip hop all the time, going all the way back to Bring the Noise. But maybe it's a new day and we should do more. I mean, this one's 4 or 5 years old? Time for another one.